First project in the new garage is going to be installing our windshield. Got a new windshield here, or I guess I should say used windshield. I put the seal on it a couple of months ago, as you can tell by all the dust. I've got some paracord right here to help with the install. And just a quick little look at the old windshield. We got some nasty cracks down along here, and then real bad coming out from that side. So just gonna give everything a quick wipe down here just to try to make it a little less messy. So one thing I'm nervous about is where these cracks are coming from, is right where the windshield washer mount is. I'm nervous that whenever accident or whatever happened in this corner, it transferred up into here. I'm hoping that there's not anything dented or too bad that's going to cause any issues. All right, so this is all like a soft gooiness. So I don't really, oh wow, okay. I guess we might be able to just push this thing right on out. Perfect. Alright, so a quick examination along here is just a lot of dirt. Doesn't look like rust to me. And there's gonna be a bunch of gunk that I'm gonna have to try to clean off up here. All along the sides. But the window is out. All right, so now we take the paracord and we have to run it through this groove here. All right, so it's the next day and there's still no window installed. What I learned yesterday, if you're doing this yourself, some earlier models had glue-in windows, including this 84 GTI. There's also a press-in window with a seal, which is what I was trying to install yesterday. They're interchangeable as long as you have the right window and seal. The glued-in window is a little bit bigger, and so there's an outer plastic trim. I have a smaller window with the rubber push-in seal, or molding, I guess they call it. Right, so this is the inside of the window, the trim. And I think what I was doing is running the string through this lower one, which there's not enough there to catch the window. And so I'm pretty sure this is the one I'm supposed to be pulling through. So I'm gonna feed this through all the way around, spray some soapy water on it, and see if we can get her to go back in. I also went ahead and loosened up the dashboard a little bit, so I got a little bit more space up there to pull the rope through. Hopefully it's enough space. Alright, so kind of got, so I got a little ahead. I forgot to put the camera back on, but I was able to get this little lip right here. Kind of see how it's under it, right? Yeah, so you can see how it's not under right here because I haven't pulled the string through, but I was able to get that lip to catch as I pulled the overlapping part over. So now We go in here, and then you can kind of see as I pull, it's pulling that thing right on out and sucking the window right in. But I need to set the camera up so I can keep my hand down here to keep some pressure on it just to make sure it doesn't pop out. Well, everything was going really well until I got to this corner. And then instead of peeling, the rope just started shredding through the seal. So I kept going, got it back on track, and then up top again, just every couple of inches is just ripping. So I guess I need to soak this in soapy water or WD-40 or something. I had to buy a whole new gasket now. So, be back in a couple of days. All right, 1 week later, and I've got the new seal in. I took off the old one. You can see here. I'm trying not to take any chances. I soaked the entire rope in WD-40 for several minutes, hoping that that will allow this to slide through without ripping the gasket again, or not ripping the molding again. So far, so good. It's coming in really easily. All right, so I did it backwards. You want to make sure you start with the string down at the bottom, the center of the window. That way you can see the bottom and pull it from there. I accidentally did it the opposite way, but we'll get that in now. And then just to show you, here's the old molding. And what was happening is some spots it would pull through. And then when I got to the corners, it just wasn't lubricated enough and it just pinched and just ripped through. So I've got several completely torn sections on the old one. So make sure you lubricate and you should be good. All right, so I got a blanket on the window to block some of the sunlight, but basically here's the seal. And there's the seal right here. And you can kind of see right here where it's going up. When you pull the string, it pops down. It sits under that edge right there. You can kind of see what it's doing right here. This is what gave me troubles before, so I think I'm gonna set the camera down. All right, so it's been about 30 minutes and I've gotten about that far. Some of it's coming up good, some of it's getting jammed up underneath, and I have to use this homemade little pick tool here to try to pick some of it out because it's not all coming out with the string. So TBD. To be continued. All right, so bottom is done. I got over to here and that corner was really tight and it started to kind of tear a little bit. So I went over to this side and this side's actually coming up pretty good. I'm hoping that doesn't mean that it's really, really crooked, but you can just see as you pull, this plastic mold or this rubber molding just slides right over that front glass, or sorry, right over that front edge of the metal. Now the tricky parts. Yeah, I'm gonna turn the camera off again. All right, that is a filthy, disgusting window, but it is installed. Let's see if I can get a good, kind of see that rubber molding just hanging over that edge all the way around. It is frustrating because in some of these corners, it did tear again. but I'm hoping it didn't tear enough that it's gonna leak or anything like that. I don't know, just is what it is. Whew. Let's see what it looks like from the outside. Yeah, looks pretty good. Got a couple little spots like here that I need to just run the pick through and clean up, but other than that, we have ourselves a window. Nice. Let me give the window a nice cleaning and then reinstall the dashboard, and then we should be good with this weekend's project. I don't know if you recall, but in a previous video, my other mirror was really nasty, and one day I was working on the car and it just fell off. So I bought a new one and I've just been waiting to put this back on with the new window here, so we're gonna go ahead and get that done now. Apologies, I'm still getting used to the lighting in this new garage, so we'll get that figured out here eventually. But what I'm going to do is just get this guy installed on here real quick. Boom. Tighten up this little set screw underneath. And now, like a real car, I have a mirror. Well, it's very, okay, there we go. And there we are. Nice. Until next time.